All right, some big news from Disney today. The Burbank-based company announced it is pulling out of a planned $1 billion office complex in Florida.
Yeah, it's also canceling plans to move 2,000 jobs from Southern California to Florida. KCAL News political reporter Tom Wade is here with the latest on the ongoing feud between Disney and Governor Ron DeSantis.
Exactly. And it's been going on for a year and a half. So, here we go. This is still happening. So these were high-paying jobs. Disney had even broken ground on the project. The move comes after Disney accused Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis of weaponizing his government and targeting the company. These glossy renderings show what was supposed to be Disney's new billion-dollar office complex in their planned community of Lake Nona outside Orlando, where they had already broken ground and started moving people. 2,000 high-paying jobs from Southern California were set to be relocated here. Positions in digital technology, finance, and Imagineering. Plans for the move have been canceled. Disney's announcement comes after tensions boiled over between the company and Florida's GOP Governor Ron DeSantis. The feud began after DeSantis signed into law a bill that restricts instruction on sexual orientation or gender identity in Florida public schools for younger students, now expanded through 8th grade. Critics called it Don't Say Gay. Disney criticized the bill, and soon after, DeSantis moved to strip Disney of its self-governing authority over Disney World. Disney CEO Bob Iger accused DeSantis of weaponizing the government. The company is suing DeSantis in federal court.
Any action that thwarts those efforts simply to retaliate for a position the company took sounds not just anti-business, but it sounds anti-Florida.
Giving companies their own governments, that is not what a free market is all about, last I checked. In fact, they've been treated much different than Universal, SeaWorld, and all these other places. And so they're upset because they're actually having to live by the same rules as everybody else.
Disney did not cite the ongoing battle for its decision to cancel the project, instead saying changing business conditions led to the move. California Governor Gavin Newsom, who often takes shots at DeSantis' conservative politics, released a statement saying, in part, authoritarian policies have consequences. This announcement is a victory for California and the tens of thousands of Disney employees who know they can live in a state where they are respected and safe. CBS News reports DeSantis is preparing to officially launch his 2024 presidential campaign as soon as next week, touting his conservative record to win over GOP voters. Most recently, he signed into law banning abortions in Florida after 12 weeks and slamming former President Trump, his rival for the nomination, for not saying if he would sign the bill.
I signed the bill. I was proud to do it. He won't answer whether he would sign it or not.
DeSantis' attacks on Disney may not sit well with traditional Republican voters who tend to prefer a hands-off approach from government when it comes to big business. Former President Trump noticed Disney's move today and faulted DeSantis for getting, quote, caught in the mousetrap. So the drama continues.
Yes, it certainly does. Wondering if we have heard from Governor DeSantis in response to all this, not only the governor, but other people in Florida. I mean, business leaders or from both sides of the aisle that know they're going to miss out on these hundreds of thousands of jobs.
Well, so there has been some criticism from some Florida lawmakers, Republicans, who are saying, why is he getting in the middle of this? He being Ron DeSantis. DeSantis has not spoken out directly, but a spokesperson reported in Deadline said that they believed, that sort of played it down. That DeSantis' office essentially said, look, the Disney has financial problems right now. Their market cap is low. Their stock price is low. So we didn't even know if this project was really going to happen. I mean, that's to be expected, right? But there has been criticism from people in DeSantis' own party, not just President Trump, but other Republicans who say, why are you getting into the middle of this when this company employs so many people in your state and provides such a financial boon to Florida?
Well, I'm sure he will have an official response himself, especially if he's going to announce he's going to run for president.
Exactly. This isn't going away, right?
So. Well, doesn't look like it.
Thanks,
Tom.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you.